Good morning. Out here, finally got a nice day where it's not raining half the morning or all day or on and off all day. Got 2 good days, and I have strung up all the body panels and going to get ready to paint them. This thing's going to get painted brain fart, Allis Chalmers Orange. Um, you know, did the best that a garden tractor needs. Knocked it down with some 80, hit it with a grinder in some spots. Came back through, knocked it down with some 220 just to smooth it all out, clean it up. Applied primer in a few spots, but didn't do a full primer coat or anything like that. I'm just going to lay this on pretty thick. It's single stage. It's kind of forgiving. I'll screw it up, but it's what it is. Did rub all the panels down. I did a double rub on them, so, whatever. Probably the best, closest thing to actual paint work I did with it. So it got a rub down with acetone, then it got a rub down with wax and grease remover about 15 minutes later. That's just completed. Needed to go, still got to go stir up the paint and get the gun ready and everything like that. So I figured that would give plenty of time after the wipe off of the wax and grease remover, because you're supposed to apply it, let it sit for like a minute or two, then come back and wipe it down. And then I always just like to let it sit for a little bit after that too. I don't know. Sometimes the evaporation point on stuff is a little different depending on where you are. So more time is generally better than less time. So these are all the pieces. Foot pads, main cowl, and yeah, I know you can see the dents in it. You can probably see them from space. They are a lot less denty than what it was. And so that's just going to be what it is. Fender panel, grill panel, and the other foot peg. We are using, let's see, get in here. We're using the best quality of the best quality. I've got my tried and true Harbor Freight gun. I've had this thing for way longer than its probable life expectancy should be. But you know what? It still does halfway decent job. I haven't used it in a while, a good while. So we'll see if it still does a halfway decent job or not. Not super, it's a garden tractor. I just want some clean paint on it. Straightners, reducer, hardener, and the Majic brand Town and Country Tractor, Truck, and Implement oil-based enamel. Yep. Nothing but the best. What was that, like 20 bucks at the Rural King there? Yeah, so top quality. I'm sure that this will blow up in my face and everything will be horrid. But I got the tripod set up with the bulk camera. I'm going to try to get some footage. I know everybody always enjoys that. I don't know why I'm showing you this stuff. Okay, time to get to mixing, and then when it's done, I'll walk around and let you look at it. Okay, this is me from the future, and there's going to be some times in this video where I mention stuff that I had planned to put in the video and it just ended up not making it. A couple of times I forgot to turn the camera on. I thought I had, and I didn't. And some of it, I got to reviewing it, and I just, even by my standards, I was like, this is crap. So be prepared. There will be things said. You won't see it, and I will have thought that I put it in, and that's just how it's going to be. So sorry for the mess up, and hopefully everybody enjoys the video and has a good time. Okay, so now that I look kind of like a giant Oompa Loompa, because I've got orange dust all over me, I did some bulk footage at the beginning. That I didn't do much more. It's just painting. I mean, you've seen it once, you've seen it 1,000 times. I did a tack coat and then applied paint after that. First gun I was trying to use, it sprayed okay. Well, I mean, it sprayed fine. I set it up and I didn't have a problem spraying it after a cleaning and stuff like that. With just thinner in it, I was using it to check my fan pattern and make sure everything was clean after I got done. But when I actually mixed paint and put in it, it didn't want to spray. And that gun I'd had for years anyway, so it wouldn't hurt my feelings any. But I stopped, put the new gun together, and went from there, and everything worked. I mean, my paint's horrible because I just don't know what I'm doing, but you know, it's on. It's no longer green. You can see the pieces back here. We're gonna flip the camera around and go look at them. Yeah, it's Allis Chalmers Orange. There is probably a ton of orange peel. The bad thing about working in nature is nature has already started to invade. The paint's tacky though, so I'm not going to try to do anything with them. The wildlife. I'm not going to try to do anything with the wildlife. But yeah, evidently, you know, you want to catch gnats out in the woods. Go ahead and paint. This is kind of ridiculous, but I don't know. I like it. I'm happy enough with it. It's definitely got peel and stuff in there. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be, as far as peel is concerned. This stuff really is pretty forgiving. This is great, man. Like, all the gnats are on that one. Sorry about the camera. It doesn't really, I was trying to take some still shots earlier and it really doesn't want to focus out very well. I think the orange, I don't know. I have no clue why they don't focus out or what they do. It just doesn't, the autofocus is not happy about the orange. But I like it. This is coming together, and we kind of need the tractor to work for mowing and things like that. It's getting a little obnoxious push mowing all the way around. I guess I've been spoiled, and I've had a rider for like 6 years. So, but it's all painted up. It's supposed to be pretty dry today, so it's just going to sit out here and cook. Hopefully the sun will be out and start baking on it a couple of hours, and everything will go from there. But yeah, how not to paint a tractor. Man, that dent is big. I really did try to get that dent out of there, and it just wasn't coming. That thing is so flimsy right there. It's like tissue paper. Oh well. But yeah, this is how not to paint a tractor. And hopefully, once this is dry, you know, later this week, I'm gonna have the dang thing back together and test it out. So everybody get out, have some fun, go do something.